So Caleb, what attracted you to first come to Two Men in the Truck, like to start working with them?
Let's see. To be honest, I really needed a job because I was having a baby. But you know, the more I'd actually do the work, the more I like it because of the people. What about you?
I feel like that's why we're so close because my answer is pretty much the same. I have a child, and I knew that this was something that I was capable of doing because
Yeah,
I've done a lot of physical work before, so I felt like it was within my wheelhouse. But yeah, again, like you said, working with the people, getting to know like the staff and stuff like that, it just made it that much more easier to get in here and get to work.
facts. Facts. All right, Dame. So, what do you think? All right, how do you think you get a team to run smoothly?
Um, well, there was something that I heard in training. I forget who said it, but it was like a person who's been working here for a minute, but they said it in passing, but it was more so like endurance, common sense, and communication. I feel like if you have those three things, you can't go wrong, even if you're not with a set partner for the week or whatever, and you work with different people throughout the week. As long as you have common sense and you know, like, hey, I could probably one man or get this piece in there by myself, but you like it's a new build or it's some tight corners. I don't want to run the risk of it. So
Right. Yep.
you got communication to let somebody else know that, and then just endurance of trying to keep that same pace or trying to make sure that you are not slacking and not doing anything that's counterproductive to y'all getting the job
Facts.
done.
Facts. Facts.
What do you feel like is conducive to having a good team?
I would have to say, first of all, you gotta be able to get along with somebody. If you don't get along with that person, you're always gonna bump heads.
Mm-hmm.
You're never gonna do a great job. And that's what we strive for. We strive for great jobs.
Right.
That's why we work so good, because we joke around with each other, but we know how each other work. We know how to move the way each other moves.
Right.
And I think that's very important because, like you said, if we're in a new build, you don't want somebody to, let's bump into the wall because they're not paying attention. Like you said, common sense,
Right.
You always want to have the best customer service when it comes to that.
I definitely agree with that.
All right, so obviously, as a kind of one of the perks we get, we have out of state moves, long hauls.
Yeah.
If you could, what would be your dream, somewhere you want to go?
I mean, I feel like, all right, so I got to be within the continental U.S.
Yes.
I would definitely want to go to L.A. It doesn't matter what time of year. I just want to go. Like, I've heard so many great things about like just how different it is, how many cultures are all mixed into one.
Mm-hmm.
I've been to New York, so I've been to the East Coast, but I want to go to the West Coast. So I feel like if I was able to do that with two men, I would not only get to experience that, but then also get paid for it too. That would be something that I couldn't be mad at.
I know me, before here, I used to be a truck driver, so I've been to a lot of places. But if I could do a long haul to anywhere, I'd want it to be somewhere down south.
Can I guess? I feel like you gonna say like Texas or something like
yes.
that. Yeah, I knew
I would rather go to Texas than like a big city. Let me go to Fort Worth, Texas, or Dallas, Texas, even Houston. I'm cool because, first of all, I know people there. But second of all, have you had the food there, bro?
I haven't been. See, that would probably be my number 2 to go.
Food is great.
Yeah.
And I love food. So, yeah, I'll go to Texas.
Okay. So, if you could describe me as a character in a movie, what would it be, bro?
No, I'm just playing. I would describe you as Leo,
The lizard.
the lizard. Yeah. And this is the backstory on it. It's because he gives great advice.
Mm-hmm.
He just gives it in a silly manner,
Okay.
but it's still great advice. So, you know, if you think about it, he gave them kids amazing advice, and they turned out to change all of their lives. So
I can definitely get
You
down
know?
with that. I like that answer. I feel like for you, you would probably have to be. This is tough because I watch a lot of movies. I would probably have to say Calvin Cambridge from like Mike, bro. Just because you may come off to somebody that, like, when I first started working here, it wasn't like I got a bad vibe from you or anything like that, but I definitely understand now who you are because we've worked together. But I say all of that to say, from first glance, bro, you're the type of person who you might not have it all the way together, but your confidence never lacks.
Oh, right.
In any type of way. And then with that confidence not lacking, it just makes it that much easier for somebody, whether it be a customer or whether it be somebody that you working with, to want to be interested in getting to know how you operate and knowing how you get the job done, and make sure that you offer great customer service. Because there's never been any adversity that we've gone up against, whether it be a customer, whether it be a certain item that we gotta move, that you're not like, okay, well, I'm just gonna bang it out, but I'm not gonna do it in the sense of not caring.
Yeah.
So that's probably why I would call you Calvin Cambridge.
Okay. I'll give you that one.
Thank you.
That one.
So what would be a piece of advice that you would give somebody who is starting to work at 2 Minute Truck?
Just don't try to rush into things. Don't try to be Mr. Big and bad. Like, take your time, think things through. Yes, it takes some strong people, but at the same time, you don't have to be that strong. You have a partner's teamwork. Learn how to maneuver. Trust me, I've done it. I've had to do it.
I don't know what you talking about. I'm big dog over here. I got the guns.
No,
go ahead.
But like, learn how to work with someone else. Like, work with each other. Don't just think you're finna do everything by yourself. It's a team effort. It's always gonna be a team effort. That's how you get the best out of yourself, is when you're, working as a team
and knowing that you got a teammate. I would probably say just understanding that everybody is different, whether it be, again, the customer or whoever that you're working with, but never forget, like, to respect that other person. A lot of people take the customers for granted, or they take their teammates for granted, because they're like, oh, they've been here before, so I'm just gonna let them do what they normally do, which isn't always a good thing, because for one, if I'm always letting you do something because you done been here longer than me, I might get complacent and just like, oh, well, he can do it, and then that might be tiresome to you every once in a while, or that puts me in a position to where I'm not learning.
You're not learning nothing.
Yeah, so that, but then also with the customer, on the flip side of that, is just having that respect of you not knowing what you moving. You not knowing what that value, whether it be actual a dollar value or sentimental value in that item that you moving. So just be respectful all around, but then also be willing to speak up and be assertive about certain things.
Because there's definitely been some pieces that I've moved that have been in the family for generations. I'm talking, this lady's had her mother's piece for 30 years. So how long do you think her mother had it? Things like that. That's very valuable information that someone needs to know. And because if you destroy that, you can't just rebuild. You can rebuild it, yeah, but it's not gonna be the same because that's not. My mother didn't own that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's good advice, bro.
Appreciate that.
So, if you could have one victory song, bro, after a move, what would it be?
Well, is this made of wood? Okay, it might be pressed wood, but no, that's wood. All right, so all right now I have not had a damage, so I feel like my victory song would be "Is All I Do Is Win" because I ain't had no damages. I've been very blessed to work with him, and he has definitely like saved me from a lot of things. But then again, you know, it's just having that common sense and that communication that I talked about. I strive very hard not to get damages. So I feel like, yeah, that would probably be my victory song would be "All I Do Is Win" because I can't lose when I got a great teammate and I got a good team as far as like two men behind me that's give you incentive not to break something, but they also help you out if you do.
True. Yeah, that's facts.
I definitely don't want to damage them because I treat everybody's move like if it was my own. I don't want nobody breaking my stuff if I'm trusting you to move it. I don't care if I'm paying you or not. You could be paid in some pizza and a cold beer, or you could be paid with some money. Either way, I feel like you should treat my stuff as your own. So I do that same thing with customers. I don't play around with stuff. Like there are certain things like the customer might tell you, oh, I just bought it for $50, or it's not that important, but it still doesn't lose that value to me just because I know like it has a purpose in your home or you wouldn't have it in your home. So for you, sir, what would be your victory song? I see you looking up a song.
I'm actually looking. That's a very hard one because I listen to a lot of music. So, what's that song? Hustle? By Ace Hood? Ace Hood, yeah. Yep. I think that would be it because that literally is me. I hustle. I have to get to everything. I have to make sure I'm doing what I need to do to take care of what I need to take care of at all times. And being able to finish a job, that just puts me one step closer to being able to accomplish what I'm doing. So, yeah, I think that's what it would be for me. But once also tapping into what you said, as far as taking care of customers' things, you know, that goes back to this could be sentimental to somebody. You know, like you said, I would want somebody to take care of my stuff. I don't want nobody just to sit here and throw my chairs or throw my tables, you know. And so, of course, I'm going to do it the same way, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to treat your stuff the way I want my stuff to be treated. And that's, I guess, like you said, that's why we work so well together. So,
true.
Yeah.